So there are new important details, everybody, that the government has announced for monthly benefits for all seniors. Social Security, SSI, SSDI, RRB, and VA beneficiaries, as well as anyone that wants to know the fourth stimulus check news. Continue watching this video because we got some very important information about this. There are several big pieces of information that you will learn by watching this video, all the way to the end. So, first, the good news is that for retirees, your monthly benefit check in January should be larger than the payments you received last year. This bump up in your benefits is due to the cost of living adjustment. Specifically because of high inflation, retirees are entitled to a 5.9% raise in 2022. This is intended to help ensure they don't lose ground as the price of goods and services only goes up. It's the biggest raise in decades because inflation is surging. Medicare premiums also went up. If you have premiums deducted directly from your Social Security payment, you will see some of your raise disappear as a result of higher premiums. Now there is another change related to taxes. So when you sign up for Social Security benefits, you can elect to have taxes taken out of your check. So you don't have to worry about paying estimated taxes to the IRS. You have a choice of either asking the SSA to withhold 7 to 22% of your monthly benefits. And you're having taxes withheld on a percentage basis, the SSA, the Social Security Administration that is, take a little bit more of your money every single year. But the unfortunate reality is that more retirees each year get affected by federal taxes on their Social Security benefits. This happens because the thresholds at which benefits become taxable are not adjusted due to inflation each year. As incomes naturally go up, more people end up with benefits above those thresholds that are frozen in place. Now, since the COLA was so large this year, and since many retirees may end up taking more money out of their savings to cope with the rising prices, this could be an even bigger issue for our seniors. So if your provisional income is likely to go above the thresholds, you need to plan for the added taxes that you're going to owe. But there's a new bill that was just proposed. Lawmakers are trying to pass a bill that they say would attract more retirees to the state of New Mexico. House Bill 48 would repeal the existing tax on Social Security benefits. One of the last bill's sponsors is Representative Rebecca Dow. She says that New Mexico is only one of the 13 states to tax those benefits. The representative says the last fiscal report showed it would cost the state around $70 million to eliminate the tax, but she says we can afford it this year, since the state has more than $1 billion surplus. Now folks, I do know that many of you are worried about a $1,657 stimulus check. Millions of Social Security recipients in the country received a check of up to $1,700 on January 19th. And that's for those who are born between the 11th and 20th, seeing their checks land on the third Wednesday of each month. In addition to the upcoming checks, there will also be a boost of $821 for SSI recipients. These claimants were able to get 2 checks in December thanks to a new cost of living adjustment. So as the SSA explains, the monthly maximum for SSI has increased from $794 per month in 2021 for an individual to a monthly amount of $841 per month.
Hello, it's Nancy. Thank you for the opportunity to share some thoughts with you, our VIPs, our volunteers in politics, in our ongoing engagement for the people. Thank you for being a constant source of new, fresh ideas and political activism to help Democrats deliver and to defend democracy. Thank you for giving me the privilege to represent our city and our San Francisco values in the Congress: human rights, reproductive justice, LGBTQ equality, respect for immigrants, and care for each other. When people ask me what are the 3 most important issues facing the Congress, I always say the same thing: our children, our children, our children. Their health, their education, the housing and economic security of their families, a clean, safe environment in which they can thrive, and a world at peace and where they are all welcome and in which they can reach their fulfillment. That is my why I am in Congress, for the children.
So first of all, you all should be very happy. I will not sing, but I am extraordinarily pleased to be here with New Jersey's best. This incredible group behind me are the best of New Jersey's local government mayor, the best of our state government with our assemblyman and our extraordinary governor, and our federal delegation that we have here. This is a moment of pride for our country and for our state. Look, I'm going to make this very clear. We have seen the most unprecedented challenges of a generation hit our state and our nation. a global pandemic that had a crushing blow on our economy. And what we have seen from President Biden and from the New Jersey congressional delegation in partnership with our governor is the greatest one-year investment in New Jersey that we have seen in federal governance in over a century. We brought home the resources. The first thing folks know already is in the pit of the pandemic, we were able to pass the American Recovery Act, unfortunately without one Republican vote, that brought billions of dollars to our states, saving our small businesses, investing in our hospitals, giving critical resources to our schools. And then after that, we came with the biggest infrastructure investment our nation has ever seen, that puts a shadow over even what Eisenhower did, as Senator Menendez said, over 60 years ago. And now New Jersey will start to reap the benefits of that infrastructure investment. Clearly, as Senator Menendez said, 500 bridges being repaired in our state, being improved in our state, all while, Ray, creating thousands of jobs for people in our state. This is a time that New Jersey should feel a sense of pride. We have brought home the resources. We're investing it in our state. And when you invest in roads and bridges in New Jersey, you not only create jobs, you expand opportunity for businesses, for economic growth, and more. But this investment is just the beginning. Right now, we are going to see critical investments in getting lead pipes out of the ground to make sure there's clean drinking water. We're seeing investments. 7 Superfund sites in New Jersey, the most toxic of sites, are now getting the resources they finally need to be cleaned up. We are seeing our state in the worst of times show the best of who we are, building upon what our governor has done by making school and healthcare more affordable, building upon what we in New Jersey have done with our grit and our grace, because that's the American way, that's the New Jersey way. We've seen everything come at us, from a pandemic to the worst of storms, and we didn't give in, we didn't give up. Today is a day to show the truth of our state, that we didn't give in, we didn't give up, but we got better. And so now, today, we mark the beginning of a period of investment like this state has not seen in well over a century. But the key is we're going to continue the momentum. You see, we still have work to do, as Bob said. We are going to make sure that we win critical investments for our state, because yes, we invested in our businesses, we invested in families and tax cuts, but we want to continue them. We want to drive down the cost of childcare even more. We want to make sure that we are investing in lowering our prescription drug costs. We want to make sure that we take the